Welcome back to another episode of the Inside the Bus podcast. This is episode number 36, arguably the greatest number in all of sports history because DJ Swearinger, number 36, Two Spoon Swagoo, Jerome Bettis, the Bus, number 36, Big Shactus, the big lucky leprechaun, Shaquille O'Neal was number 36 when he played for the Boston Celtics.
Oh, wow. Good pool.
Great pool. Marcus Smart.
Wow.
Great defensive player.
Tyler Looney. Is his first name Looney?
Yeah.
Tyler Looney. He was also a number 36.
Oh,
Couple legends out there.
Couple number 36 legends. Apologize to all the other 36ers out there if we missed you. I promise it was not personal. We have an awesome episode. Basically going to recap our weeks after the Super Bowl. We all went different places.
Yes, we did.
Saw things for the first time, experienced things for the first time, tasted things for the first time. And then at the end of the episode, we're going to interrogate some of the other members of the back of the bus about why an episode did not go out last week.
And we apologize for that episode not coming out.
Mm-hmm.
Drop the files.
Drop the files.
Apparently the files are nowhere to be found.
Yeah, that's what they're saying.
That's super weird.
Yeah, they're sending us screenshots from the episode.
If we can find the Epstein files, we can find
the Inside the Bus files.
They just
we can find
they
those
intentionally
files.
deleted the whole thing just so never see the light of day.
Well, apparently, like Chef
Apparently
said
they recorded twice.
Yeah, it's so nice they recorded twice and they couldn't even find it.
There's a double recording.
Yeah, because the first one was so bad that they were like, all right, we need to do this again. And then I guess it was worse the second time.
I wonder how long it was going for. Like,
Matt,
was it
did
like
you sit in on it?
Oh, dang. We can throw him one of those.
No.
Yeah, let's give him one of these mics for a sec.
We'll give him that one.
I was in the files.
Oh, no.
All right, clip that.
So, anything you want to get off your chest before we go through all this stuff?
No, I mean, it was terrible.
But is it as bad as it's being made out to be?
Yeah,
Camera on.
it was so bad.
But, like, in what way, I guess, is my...
Like, it was just not funny at all. It was so not funny.
But, like,
You guys are the backbone, I guess. It was terrible.
But
This was your guys' time to shine.
It's
Yeah,
on
didn't you
Zoom.
just say you wanted to be talent on here?
Yeah, I was caring for sure, but, like, it was not funny.
Thank you for carrying.
We turned your camera on, so you have yours on.
Oh, shit.
Hey.
So
Yeah.
again, this is Matt. He's in the files. His words, not mine.
It just wasn't funny.
How long was the first recording? Like,
I don't even think there were two recordings. I think it was one big long recording. I don't even remember.
oh, so maybe like halfway through, you guys were like, we've got to start over almost. And
Probably.
be like,
Yeah.
All right, like cut and be like, welcome to episode
Yeah, I don't even remember.
36.
I don't remember two recordings. I just remember one really bad one.
So,
What if they left Matt out of the second recording?
We'll have to get into it once we get
He
into
We
it.
wasn't
will.
carrying us.
One thing I really want to get into is on the company card, they spent over $100 on orange T-shirts to match. So that's the company's money, all for this to be deleted.
Yeah, what?
That's what
I didn't
kind of
even
bugs
know.
me.
That's news to me.
Yeah.
Is that so? That was the most expensive episode in Inside the Bus podcast history.
History.
we didn't
For
even have to
tonight
pay
to
to
come
have
out.
George.
Look at our
Yeah.
decoration. Yeah, we had George Kittle on no payment, and you guys went to Walmart to all buy matching orange jumpsuits just to delete the files.
I didn't do that. I was just given a T-shirt.
I will say, Coop was given one task, and at least he had them boys in orange.
He did.
I was proud to hear that,
Was
but
that a thing we had to say? Or we told him he had to do?
we just said Coop was in charge, and he said, boys,
Right,
wear
got
orange.
Got you.
And I will be interested to hear also just how the week went in general with everybody being gone. I feel like it's always a vibe.
Yeah.
Do we want to have Matt say how the week went? Or do we
I
want
don't know
to
if we want to wait.
Or do we wait till the back
wait
end?
till Coop's up here.
Okay, cool.
Because Coop was leading it, and then Matt can chime in.
True.
Matt is climbing his way up the rankings. is what I'm personally taking away from all this stuff.
That's good.
Yeah,
Wait, with what?
in the good rankings, like
Like of the job?
you're committed to the brand. You're
The job.
yeah.
Oh,
just
good.
the bus and
This
power
brand.
rankings.
Yeah, I hope so. I was
The
I was
Inside the
locked-
Bus brand. You're
That's the
climbing up.
most. That's the most important brand.
Right.
Well said.
That's
like
what-
the
yeah.
next time there's an open seat on this couch.
So there's a note on the window that you can't see that says,
Hey, move
"Don't
it to
say
the left."
anything or else," from Jared B. There you go. It's on there.
I respect that. How did he get that up there?
He's got a stick.
up there. Yeah. Oh, it's gone now.
As it should be.
See, there's
Just
a lot
like
of
the
tension
files.
for this episode.
They're scared about something.
Yeah, the files.
Oh, we
Well,
we said some bad
we will
stuff.
have to deep dive into it. But how's everybody's week off?
I mean, do we want to talk about our last episode that was actually put out?
Yeah, we could start there with the Super Bowl.
That
Arguably the greatest episode in Bussin' as a whole
Yeah.
in the history of this brand.
I feel like I'm cheesing the same way I was cheesing in that episode.
You were definitely smiling, but your eyes are way more open this time.
Where was the
Yeah.
where was the place we were right before we recorded?
We were at the New Heights
New Heights.
Oh yeah,
party.
Delanie.
Yeah, we were. Where were we before that though?
We were
George's.
at George's.
The Rubicon, or was it
Rubicon.
This is
event?
not a name dropping situation, but we got to a point at that party where it was like, I don't know what made me think I gotta know what Delanie's doing. So I just text Delanie. I was like, "Where you at?" And he was like, "Travis's party, come through." I was like,
Whoa.
we can't get in." He was like, "I got you."
Travis's party. Taylor's here.
Oh yeah, Taylor was there. Taylor was
Taylor
with us.
Lewan.
Yeah, Taylor Lewan. Yeah, Taylor was with us and then wasn't with us, and then was at that party. But
So we went
obviously, I don't remember a ton.
we went to the Rubicon event, and then we ditched Taylor. We knew Taylor was never going to come to that.
Okay.
Neither was Will.
Right.
So we go, and JP did a great job of putting the brand Bussin' With The Boys in front of important people.
Yeah.
You know.
Shout out JP.
Good calls.
Yeah.
Thank you. Shout out.
And I think we carried it well for the brand. I was actually talking with Sitton about this yesterday, how our bosses weren't necessarily showing face, but we had to at least go and shake the hands, be like, we appreciate you guys always coming on and this and that. And then you somehow connect with Delanie. And then that's when we figure out that Taylor Lewan is at the New Heights party, which if you know Taylor doesn't drink very often. He doesn't go out. He prioritizes his sleep very well. So to hear that he was
He
at this
told us
party,
he was
we
not
were
going
shocked. Yeah. And then I'll let you take it, G, because you started just buddying with Delanie. And
I mean,
he's like, get over here.
Yeah, exactly. I just hit him up, and obviously knowing that Delanie runs the Bay, I was like, I gotta text the king, and immediately was like, just come through. I was like, we're not on the list. He was like, it doesn't matter. Like, come on. We show up, and what does Delanie do? He was like, they're all with me. So we get in there, and I think you brought it up, and I didn't really notice the situation, but we walk in, and like, however the room's laid out, like there's a area over here to the right that is packed with people, and then an area over to the left that has a good amount of people, but more room to like walk around. Delanie walks us over to that side. And then on the other side of that is a rope, and we are in this next area, which felt like VIP.
Yeah.
And we were one VIP section past Joe Burrow's VIP section.
When you said that, I was like, oh, okay. I was like, we were chilling comfortably. But did anyone ask Delanie like why we were over there?
Delanie just took us there.
Yeah.
Y'all were in the VIP?
The VIP.
Wait, but what happened in Beast Games?
We'll get to that. And we will get to that. I think we need to discuss, and is Clump going to come on this at all?
I hope so.
Because do we want to talk about the Joe Burrow situation?
We need him to come up here for this.
He'll be up here, but we could talk about Joe Burrow's situation.
We'll go over it lightly, but we were trying to get Joe Burrow on the podcast, as we have been trying for years. Joe Burrow's not a big media guy. You don't see him on too many interviews. Jeremy Clump, I will give him credit.
Mm-hmm.
And Super Bowl week, he operates, and he has zero shame.
Fearless.
Zero.
Fearless is the perfect word.
Zero shame.
We get to this
We needed
party, and the first thing he does is runs up to Joe Burrow and goes, dude, we'd love to have you on Bussin' With The Boys once again. And we're like drinking, and you can tell like this is a time where like, yeah, networking is okay, but it's kind of like, let's put the phones away. Let's like hang out.
Hang up and hang out.
Yeah. And I don't know if anyone remembers Joe's direct response, but I believe it was something along the lines of, not a chance.
Yeah.
Gotta be honest with you, no shot.
Yeah.
Like something like that.
Which, honestly, very respectful for Joe B. You know, it's like, guy knows what he wants to do, knows what he doesn't want to do. More
Knows his
importantly.
worth.
But then him and Taylor over there talking to them, and I don't know, Clump was like devastated, but then he was like talking about like it was the coolest moment of his trip.
Joe
and I
Burrow's
was like,
the best.
I was like, all right,
We
I
had
don't know what.
Clump and Taylor were both like,
But they asked him again. They asked Joe a second time.
yeah, and he's like, if you catch me on the right day, for sure. But
Oh, he said that?
No,
Yeah.
he
It's like
said,
OTAs.
yeah, well, they were like, what if we came up for training camp? And he was like, no. What if we come up for this other time? No. And they were like, what about OTAs? He was like, I could maybe do OTAs.
Okay.
And said something along the lines of, I don't do podcasts, but if I did, I'd be good at it. And that's when I think the respect
Where Clump was like,
he was like, all right,
gotcha.
respect to Joe B. But
Okay.
I mean, what a way to get denied twice by Joe B.
If we get him, like, we'll have to all bend the knee to Clump at least for a day.
Oh yeah.
Because that'd be awesome. But that was a fun party. At this point, though, we are in the process.
This was on like Wednesday, I think, out there.
Correct.
Yeah.
Because we knew this was the first night we had like events to go to, and we knew that whole day that we were going to record Inside the Bus with Jeremy Clump for the first time. And the objective was to definitely get a buzz. And the night went the way it did, and the fact that we still recorded
Objective
was
confirmed.
insane.
There were some cuts. I don't know if you were able to tell, but
Which
there
is
were some
bullshit.
cuts.
Honestly, drop those files. And I will soon enough. If you guys pester me enough, I'll drop those files.
But it was one of those when we were at that New Heights party that completely slipped my mind. And on the way back, when we were going to Clump's room to get him, is when I was like,
Right. 'Cause he
"Oh
left
yeah,
with
we're about
Taylor.
to record." And then we're all four of us walking to his room.
Yeah.
We get to Clump's door, and it's that door flies open, and he's walking out.
He was
He
like
said that
waiting
he
at
was
the-
waiting and looking through the eye hole for us. I'm like, you were there 30 minutes before us. I'm just picturing him cracked. Like,
Just looking. But
shout out Travis Kelce that night too, coming chopping it
I
up
feel
with
like
the
I
Shout
boys.
out
talk
Mitch.
to him.
Shout out Mitch. Just
Bro,
networking with Trav.
I was like, dude,
Again
I don't
and
know if you
again.
remember this. Mind you, this is like the fourth time I've said this. Like, dude, I don't know if you remember this. Like,
It's the first thing he says to Trav
yeah,
too.
like, this was like 3 years ago. But like we took a shot on my birthday. You wish me happy birthday. It's just the coolest thing.
Come on.
And he's like,
dog.
and he's like, bro, I don't know why you think I keep forgetting this. And I'm like,
He said that so
Yeah.
fast to you, and I'm like, there's no way he remembers saying happy birthday to you
yeah,
3
he's
years
like, bro,
ago.
but
But he stood on it very
might
hard.
remember-
I think he does remember, dude.
He
After
might.
that, I think
He might not remember the shot. He might remember Mitch asking every single time we see him.
Like, hey man, I know. I was sitting there, and I remember drinking my beer and almost spitting it out, being like, "We're doing
That's
this."
when you just have to keep chugging.
I
You're
was.
like,
Well, you
was
know,
like-
because you were being like, bro, like Trav, we can't thank you enough for being all cool to the
I
boys.
was like,
and
you've always
whatnot."
been cool to us,
Yeah.
like letting us back here. He's like, it's all good. And Mitch is like, man, I don't know if you remember this though. Like,
Letting
you
us-
said happy birthday to me 3 years ago. I'm literally dying. I'm like, all right, well, there goes our credentials in this VIP.
Well, what's funny
he
about
was so cool about
you
it,
being
bro.
like you're so cool about letting us back here. He in his mind he's probably like, how the fuck did y'all get in here?
Yeah, he probably was. He was like, well, I can't like go back on it now. They're gonna get slandered on Inside the Bus.
I mean, I don't think he honestly really cared, to be honest with you. Like,
I
we-
think he's really about
I think
it.
we went late enough that it didn't matter.
it was just funny that we were past a certain section of security that Joe Burrow was not in, and it was like us
truly
four,
Delanie and Travis.
Delaney, Travis, and
and
like
Colson
one other.
Loveland, who I thought
Yeah.
was Trey McBride.
Oh, Mitch was 0 for 2
Have you told
that
people
night.
about that yet?
No, I haven't.
Oh,
You might
man.
gotta tell him.
Yeah, we might have to pull that one up.
To his
Not for this
face.
episode though.
Yeah,
We're not
yeah.
giving them any ammo.
But we start recording Inside the Bus, and
Well, first I think I probably charged $150 in drinks from the mini fridge. I took.
Opened everything.
I mean, they only had one drink of each thing.
I
So
think
I
I
took a
ended the night
Heineken,
with a
a bottle of
whiskey and Coke.
champagne,
Like a mini,
wine,
like a shooter of.
shooters, and I think I was the only one really drinking it. And
You just kept pouring Clump's drink.
yeah, it was
And
just
he's like,
pouring
"What the heck?" And
champagne.
JP's like, "No, dude, it's like it's
Dude,
fine.
it's
It's
an
on
It's an
accident."
accident. He's trying to put it in his glass.
Yeah.
Just be nice, dude. Drink it. And Clump did. He's kind of a tank.
Yeah.
for
Clump
sure.
was yugging, dude.
And the Tuanon story was all time.
Yep.
Yeah, there was a lot of information that I wasn't really aware from Clump's past. And Clump's a good storyteller when he's in his element. So
Oh yeah.
that
Hey, he
was,
put
it
that
was a
hood on.
blast.
He
Yeah.
put the hood on. He was.
One of the we got to have a part 2 with him.
For sure.
We have to.
Part 2 and on.
Part 2 and on.
Part
I was
2
trying
and
to
on.
remember what the word was that you kept saying. Part 2 and on. One of my favorite things about those trips is going back through the shared album.
Yeah.
Afterwards, it's scrolling through. Mitch had some iconic photos at Bud Light Party. Green Day was
Green Day was
awesome.
electric.
That
I
was
do
a
Gavin
blast.
Newsom was at the Green Day concert and sees Taylor and
Dapped him up.
seeks him out and is like, man, Love your show. Would love for you to come on my show. Would love to come on your show. So stay tuned for that. I think next week we'll probably have Gavin.
He'll be sitting right here.
Clump saw Michael Irvin.
Yeah.
Clump was in the bathroom, and Michael Irvin's agent was like, "Are you Jeremy Clump from Bussin' With The Boys?" Apparently, that's the way.
I saw Clump coming out of the bathroom.
Motion.
You know when Clump is like trying to tell you something, but he's also trying to tell someone more important than you that same thing, and he's like, he's doing that, and he's like, we got Irvin. And I'm like, you did not just go up to him in the bathroom and approach Michael Irvin and get. He's like, no, I swear to God, I did. Who's his agent? And he goes, right there. And then next thing you know, it's like Taylor, Clump, Michael Irvin, his agent, and they're all just chopping it up, like laughing. I'm like, Clump is
motion.
fearless.
He had motion for
He
real.
did.
And think about how far we've come since the Drake Party Super Bowl and how far Michael Irvin has come since the Drake Party Super Bowl.
Wow, that's a full circle moment.
Because Michael Irvin, when we were at Drake Party Super Bowl, standing outside of the Drake Party at the Super Bowl, Michael Irvin also tried to get into that party, maybe made it in for a few seconds, then 5 minutes later we see him walking out solo, very drunk, very having. He definitely had maybe a little bit too much fun inside, and he was pissed coming out. But fast forward a couple years,
Wow.
Inside the Bus and Michael Irvin both in the parties.
At the Green Day party.
The Green Day party.
In the VIP.
Green Day party ripped.
Yeah, that was great. I was worried that we were going to miss it.
We missed the two best songs, but
We walked in, and what song were they playing
Boulevard
those?
of Broken Dreams.
God, thank God we got to see that one.
Me and Garrett, in the span of 24 hours, saw Post Malone, Green Day, Diplo, Disco Lines, and... Sorry, Matt.
We could talk about that too, Matt.
We can.
Yo,
Honestly, the Disco Lines event was awesome.
Yeah, because after...
Yeah,
Mike, man?
again, shout out Clump, an absolute monster for just going up to Disco Lines at this event where it was a Form Energy, so it was a
10 a.m.
workout.
disco line set.
100 people working out, huge energy and Disco Lines there, but they said you can't film him, which is like, what? He clearly didn't care about that. Clump fearlessly before this event starts just goes up to Disco Lines and FaceTimes Matt Malone. Anything special that was said on that call?
He so I'm like hungover as hell. It's like 9 a.m. on like was that Saturday?
Yeah.
It's 9 a.m. dude. It was 10 a.m.
It was
for
10 a.m.
us, and
for
we're on
us.
the West Coast.
So
it was noon.
Shit, it was noon.
What?
I was just
Might have been one.
I get a call, like a FaceTime from Clump, but I was like, bro,
You're probably stressing. Like,
I was stressing. I was like, either
Like,
Clump's
Clump
mad.
misspelled
something
I was
again.
like, either he's mad at me or Clump's drunk. And so I was like, whatever.
Clump's drunk at 10 a.m.
And so I get this FaceTime, and it's just Disco Lines, bro. And he's just like, twin. And I was like, what up, twin? And then it kind of got awkward for a second. I didn't know what to say. I was like,
You just blacked
I
out.
was like, you at the Super Bowl? He's like, yeah, man. I'm like, hell yeah. And then he was like, you're handsome as hell, bro. And I was sitting there like, damn, bro. I called
did
him
not say
Chop,
that.
bro. He did.
you called him chopped on this podcast.
I know. And he was like, dude, you're handsome as hell. He said that, and I was like, fuck. I
So
felt
are you.
terrible. I said, so are you? And I was like, he's like, where are you at? I'm like, I'm at
They were
home.
flirting.
They left me. And he was like, where are you at? I was like, I'm in Nashville. He's like, you need to come perform at Pinnacle. And he was like, I got you, bro.
Dang.
If he comes, we definitely
Part 3
gotta-
loading.
Part 3 loading. We'll see though.
If Disco Lines is in town, we need to reach out so y'all can meet up.
Bro,
Matt behind the decks with
jersey
him.
swap.
a jersey.
Oh,
Y'all got to stop. I'm getting too excited. But
he's thinking about the potential huzzes.
He said that.
Oh, yeah. He wanted to move the office to the Gulch because he
Imagine-
said of the ladies in the Gulch, so we can be around that.
We gotta move to the
imagine
Gulch.
Matt and Disco Lines running a 2-man.
I feel bad for. Never mind. I feel bad for any woman. So
But yeah, that was the last event we did, and then we all scattered, went
Well,
our
dude,
separate ways. Is there anything else from?
Well, you say that about in a matter of 48 hours, all the people you saw.
Yeah.
In a matter of 72 hours, Garrett was all the way in Europe.
Garrett had to have been one of the most traveled humans on the planet in 48, 72 hours.
I didn't calculate the miles, but going from San Fran, I was home for, I don't know, not very long at all. We landed back here at like 9 p.m. on Sunday.
Yeah, no,
Saturday.
I dropped you off for like 10, and then you were gone by 5 p.m. the next day.
Yeah. Flew to Amsterdam. It was awesome. But from San Fran to Amsterdam, it's a 9-hour difference. And somehow adjusted to the time, I think, like fairly well. But yeah, it was definitely one of those where I'm glad that I left that fast because I didn't have time to really like think about it. It was just kind of like, all right, well, we're just gonna get there and then we're there. But that first full day there, when I landed, I was like, holy shit! Like,
Rode to yourself too on the way there.
do what?
Rode to yourself.
Oh
on
yeah,
the plane.
elite. Rode to myself, lay down the whole flight.
Huge.
That was clutch because I needed the sleep, and I knew I was gonna be exhausted from the week before. So
Did
I
you
was kind of
actually
banking
lay down
on.
and
Oh
sleep?
yeah, I woke up, my foot
the
was out in the
pod.
aisle, like definitely just fully stretched, and I just woke up to someone like bending my leg, walking by, and just putting it back.
That's so funny.
But yeah, I definitely needed that sleep because when I landed in Amsterdam, it was like 10:45 a.m. So it's like we're going. Like you gotta stay up until like you're going to bed. Amsterdam's amazing though. Like I want to go back when it's warm. Like we went definitely during the slow months, and it was still a blast. Like you got to walk around. Lines are way shorter, except for this one food place every single day. When it opened at 10, the line was like down the street.
That's those sandwiches you were showing me?
Yes.
Oh, is it the one you
Tune.
reviewed or a different one?
No, a different one.
Did Bobby and Cam go to this place?
Maybe.
Because I remember them talking about a place they waited in line for forever.
The trip to Amsterdam, like in the warm months, I can see it being like one of the best places to be, at least for like a couple days. That's the other good part is it's small, but there's so much to do that like you're not bored by like day 2 or 3.
Like in comparison to a U.S. city, what would you compare it to size wise?
Greenville.
Like bigger than Nashville?
It's just I don't know, like it's different because people are biking everywhere. So like if you think that like a 20-minute bike ride is long, then like it's big. But if you don't think a 20-minute bike ride's long, then it's not very
bike
big.
to work.
Huh?
I bike to work, so
Yeah,
I almost picture it like
such
a Salt Lake
different
City,
ride
like-
though. Like, hey, such a different ride because it's so flat there.
oh, so you're just
You're everywhere
coasting.
fast, bro. Yeah, I mean it was awesome. We stayed in this just south of like the city center of Amsterdam in De Pijp, and that neighborhood was really cool. It's
go, Matt.
it's DE space PIJP. De Pijp.
He booked it.
But bro, it was a cool ass neighborhood, like very like low key, calm, chill, good restaurants, bars, like ton of like vintage stores, but a very cool vibe to like end up in the afternoon after you go to the city center because it is like very touristy down there.
Yeah.
But very cool. Had a million Guinness, which was awesome, even though we're in the land of Heineken.
Their Olympic team is going viral right now.
Oh, yeah.
Does that add up?
You know, based on the looks of their Olympic team, I didn't see a lot of them walking
They're
around
all in Italy.
because they're all in Italy.
I've been
so
kind
that
of
part,
tapped out of social because of my sickness.
That part was,
a lot of attractive women.
Oh yeah.
yeah. If the Olympics were based on looks, they're gold medal.
Their
Just
speed skating
specimens.
team
The
is
Dutch,
And their summer they trained at IMG Academy when I worked there in the summer.
which we will talk about as well.
Yeah, I was there during that time. And dude, they were working out in the gym,
think
and
he
they
got
were
out?
all men and women included, all extremely good looking, all ripped, and just elite athletes across the board. And I'm like, this
The
country.
Dutch seem like one of the fittest of the kinds.
Yeah.
They were a very fun group to be around. Obviously, like the people we were around are the ones that are still in the pubs in like February. So they're
Just splitting G's.
just trying, bro. That was the one thing is it took so long to like actually
Split
get
it?
it. I don't know if America has like the wrong cup, the
Oh,
wrong glass,
really?
but I don't know.
And you turned 32 there.
Turned
Split the
32
G at
on
midnight.
Wednesday out there. Went to a Medusa concert, which was absolutely insane.
bro. The videos from that are unreal.
It was so fun, and it was one of those. I was showing you the videos yesterday. Like they have way more songs than I realized I knew, and it slapped. This the venue was like an old church, and so it in the background behind the stage has like all the old like stained glass windows, and they've put lights in them. So like it was tight. Very fun show. After that, we just fucking stayed up till like 3 a.m. and just raged. Turned 32. Left it all out on the field.
Have to.
But yeah, then we woke up and trained to Berlin, and I don't want to like piss anyone off, but Germany sucks. Like,
It's across the board.
what's that?
Across the board, it sucks, or the food.
I mean, I put that
past.
picture up of meatloaf. It was just a fucking hot dog square grilled. I thought I was getting mashed potatoes. It was potato salad that was awful. I had potato soup, and that was like the only good meal I had. Actually, the burrito tacos were pretty good.
Potato soup sounds like a dish.
It's
they
basically
just have on
it's
every
hearty.
corner.
It basically like German food. I realized was just like very hearty. It feels like
Meat,
they're still
potatoes.
eating in medieval times.
Yeah.
I mean, they're like best known for like a bratwurst. So like,
Yeah.
what do we
We'll
doing?
take that. Throw it on the grill. 4th
Yeah.
of July.
Kielbasa.
Watch us make it better. Kielbasa.
But I don't know. Germany's just. I think also it being cold, it just like felt even more like eerie
Yeah.
because it's already a scary place, you know.
Yeah.
But we went to a soccer game on Saturday, which was sick. Our team got their shit kicked in. I'm saying our team because I bought a scarf.
But you told us like when you buy tickets, you have to buy this.
Yeah, you have to pick.
the team. that
Yeah,
you're
it
gonna
requested
support.
you to pick the team, and I think it's because in the stadium they have like these glass dividers around. So like on the home team on the Hertha side, there was a glass barrier. I don't know, like say there's like 6 sections within this glass barrier, and I think it's to just like make sure there's no like riots or fan fighting.
Sure.
Yeah, it was cool. It was a very cool experience. They were rowdy. They loved their team, but they lost.
Damn.
We lost. I'll
Right.
take that. But yeah, Germany was a quick trip. I was telling Matt about it. We went to this like very hard techno show, and while it was a very cool experience, it was also very frightening. Where I was like, maybe drugs are bad. It was, I don't even know how to explain it other than like very dark, and like once you're in there, everything goes. And we definitely stuck out as Americans, and so you're kind of just head on a swivel the whole time. But it was
What was going
It was
that,
an
like,
experience.
House of Sin.
Yeah, basically a
just
massive
smashing?
house of sin. No, but apparently in like the warm months, it's rowdy. Like people just don't wear clothes. Apparently, it was very weird. This event also starts at 10 p.m. and goes till 10 a.m.
Oh,
Dude.
And so it's
y'all stay.
we showed up at 12:15 a.m. because our train was at like 7 a.m. We were like, let's just stay up and then we'll just get on the train and sleep on the way back because the train ride's like 5 hours. So we get there like 12:15 a.m. and we roll up and it's me, Justin, his cousin Sean, our homie Sid.
Yeah, I didn't
and
know
then,
Sid came and met you
So
guys.
he was there for work and ended up staying an extra
That's
day
epic.
to hang with
pick
us,
up
which
a
was
guy in
awesome.
Germany.
It was
Yo, I'm actually here. What?
it was sick. And then a guy that works in Sid's company, Stefan, was with us. So we had like a squad, and we show up and like, I don't know, it's already kind of sketchy. And I'm a very observant person when I get somewhere, and I'm just like scoping it out. This building looks like an abandoned like
Garrett Bourne.
old school like old school, not like old school, like an old school building with like 6 floors, and then there's like a courtyard situation. But you get to the door and the guy is like typical like German door guy at a club, puffer jacket, like he could have had a shiesty on, I don't know. But he was like, first question was like, what are you doing here? And we're like, we're here for the show. Luckily Sid talked the whole time. I didn't say a word. But we're like, we're here for like the show or whatever. And he was like, what are your intentions? And it is a hard German accent. And I'm just like, low key, I'm like, God, if he says no, I won't be mad.
Yeah.
Because I can hear how hard the techno is from outside. And I'm like, I know we're here for a while and this is going to be rough. Because it's just not my like taste in music. Eventually we get in. We're just so confused. We're like, where the fuck do we go? Apparently there's a coat check. You go up like a couple floors in the stairwell and you end up on some floor that has like this insane like low lighting situation going on. So immediately when you get in, it is a full-on experience. And there's probably like 4 to 5 different rooms throughout this building that are having like people spin. So one room's like really fucking trancy techno. One's like the hardest techno I've ever heard, the fastest pace. I can't even explain how it felt. Like the subs were so hard. And when I would leave the room, it felt like my entire body was moving in slow-mo from how fast the sounds were.
That's crazy.
Strobes.
Oh, dude, it was, again, very, like, wild experience because I'm like, this doesn't happen in the U.S. Like, the closest thing is, like, the 4 a.m. set at Bonnaroo. Like,
yeah, disco lines.
Yeah. And even then, like, I feel like I've seen some people on drugs, but this was a different
They're in a
level.
different world.
And it was just dark and, like, scary, honestly. But again, cool to see that's how they get down. And it was.
What do you think the Germans' drug of choice is?
It was Molly, 100%.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because they had like multiple sucker stands, and everyone's just. And like
That's hilarious.
so on top of that, like everyone's like locked into like this whole experience the whole night. Like Lily Palmer was like the main artist that played, and apparently she's a massive German techno artist, like over 1 million followers on Instagram. Like she's a huge deal for them. And so when she went on, it was like 2 a.m. I listened to one song and was like, I can't do this. There was a room that had a bar, and the guy was spinning what I like coined as like German disco. It was still like kind of like
This place sounds insane.
dude, I the other things too is like they tell you don't get your phone out. So like people are like sneaking videos every once in a while, but like
Right.
I was truly like, I'm not taking my phone out. But there are like dark corners of this building that I hope those people are okay. I'll say that.
That's scary, dude.
Yeah, it was fun, but I was like, we'll never do that again. Also, like, America's figured out electronic music.
Yeah.
I think we're probably better at it. So
Oh, hot take.
Let's go.
Germans are just weird, man. Just a weird
it was,
vibe.
I mean, it's definitely, Berlin's a city with a lot of history, and you feel it everywhere you go.
Bad history.
I'll say that.
Yeah, not good history.
And it being cold just made it way worse.
It's like a cold community.
Gray.
Yeah. Yeah. No one was very friendly at all.
I feel the German accent isn't a very like
I'm very welcome.
Yeah.
yeah.
And we went back to Amsterdam for like a half a day to fly out. And that half day was like a warm hug, just going back to like a pleasant city and environment and somewhere I kind of already knew the landscape.
Right.
So that was nice. But overall, it was an awesome way to spend our week off.
That's dope.
I am exhausted though. Like I feel like I adjusted to the time coming back, but today I woke up and was like, "Oh shit, I'm tired."
Yeah.
Like for real tired, but worth it.
Weekend's
Now it's time to
almost here.
lock in.
Yeah, we got to lock in.
After this weekend, it's time to lock
G
in.
posted an Instagram story, said me the rest of 2026, and it was Goku and Super Saiyan
Mm.
locked in.
After this
24/8.
weekend, Strings Week.
After this weekend. Strings week. Matt doesn't like Billy Strings.
love Billy Strings.
No, you don't.
I offered Matt a free ticket and he said no.
What? Is that real?
Bullshit. No, it's not.
That's crazy.
I said, give it to a guy who probably likes Billy more.
So
Why
said
wouldn't
no.
you just give it a shot?
I would. I don't.
Do you remember the Titans game when we all had the best day ever?
We did have the bet. Wait, is the seat next to you and the whole squad?
It might have been.
I mean, it's with me.
Yeah.
Dude, I just feel like I
Damn,
would.
so he's gonna go if it's not.
No,
if
but
it's the
I'm
whole
saying
squad,
I told G, I was like,
one-on-one?
give it to a guy who truly loves Billy.
All right.
Said give him to a string head.
Give it to a string head, man.
Is that what they call them?
That's what them.
No,
Those guys.
I forget what they call.
They, them?
There's a name for it, and it's. I don't know what it is.
Stringers.
Stringers.
Yeah, strung out.
Strung out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jack, you were in the
Berlin.
number one city in the USA.
Really were.
Yeah, I was in San Diego. I don't know if you can hear my voice. I've been recovering from the flu this week, and I also got sick last week. So from from San Francisco, I made a last second decision. I went to Vegas with my girlfriend Shannon.
I forgot about that.
And we met Taylor, and we had a very quick and fun little run. What's funny too is we're talking about how we saw Post Malone, Green Day, Diplo, Disco Lines.
Crazy.
I also saw Bruno Mars in a private
dude, I
concert.
saw that.
Yes.
Crazy.
So whenever me and Taylor go out to Vegas, it's very business forward. Like when I say business, I mean like gambling being the business and like the UFC and the vlogs. We never go out. We're not partying. Every now and again, I'll sneak out on my own, like meet a friend that's in town, go do that. But for the first time, Dana and his crew, they're like, we're going out. And I was like, oh, that's news to me. And I'm looking at Shannon because it's my girlfriend. Like, this is her first time experiencing this whole world. I'm like, this doesn't normally happen. We go to this club called Pinky Ring in Caesar's Palace, which was news to me, is Bruno Mars's club. And what they do, it's you walk in, no phones allowed. It's the tightest security I've ever seen in a club. And we go in, we're one of these private like booths, like a section, and we walk in, and Dana's such a gentleman when it comes to like women being around, and because Shannon, my girlfriend, being there for the first time, he's being extra like kind and like sit down, take this seat, blah blah blah.
She's seen the video.
Yeah, and we're with Dan Lanning. I don't know if we should talk about that. I mean,
We could just say that part.
yeah, we're with
Legend.
Dan Lanning. Dan Lanning's there. Dan Lanning, absolute legend. But yeah, at one point, Dana's like, "You guys like Bruno Mars?" And we're like, "Yeah." And he's like, "He's literally just sitting right there where you are, Shannon." And then he's like, "He's about to go and play," and he ended up playing like 10 songs, and none of his songs, all just like awesome rock and roll covers. And it was a really good time. And then we're kind of ready to go, because Shannon and I have a flight the next morning, but it's like, you don't leave until the big guy leaves. Dana was partying that night. Like, he was just waiting. I'm drinking this whiskey thinking it's for the table, and it turns out it's Dana's private stash of whiskey. And then there's like a whole other, and I've been mixing it with Diet Coke. And I look up the retail price of this bottle of whiskey, and just off of like a wholesale shelf, so the cheapest you could find this whiskey is $1,200. So I can imagine in a club, this thing is probably minimum $5,000, probably around 10. And towards the end, Dana's like, "Who's looking at the server?" He's like, "Who's been drinking that? No one should be drinking that." And then I'm like, I have my glass, and I'm like, I lean back, and I'm like, oh no. And then, of course, the lady just points at me. Oh. It's like, he's been drinking all night. And he looks at me, and it's like, he doesn't know who he's making eye contact with yet. And he sees me, and then he's like, "Oh, okay, no worries." And I was like, oh, but I looked it up, and dude, when I looked up the bottle, like, it was like 5 seconds. Because you can't have phones out there. And Dana had brought Shannon right next to her to get like the front row view of Bruno. And I'm like, "Taylor, you have to get a video of Dana, Bruno Mars, and Shannon." I'm like, her dad's going to lose it. And so Taylor pulls his phone out like this, and I would say count to 5. And by 5, someone's over there flagging Taylor. And it's like we're Dana White. We're in the section of all sections.
Right.
And they're like, no phones. And he's like, "Oh, my bad." And I'm like, "Shit, my bad, Taylor." About 30 seconds later, I see Shannon. And I'm about from like me to you, JP. I see Shannon pull out the phone. She makes it like a minute. And she's standing right next to Dana.
Female
Dana's
privilege,
watching
man.
it. She finally gets flagged. And then I see like Dana like whisper something. And I'm like, she looks like she's fine. And I asked her later, I'm like, "What do you say?" She goes, "Yeah, that's such a stupid rule. Like, don't even worry about it, sweetheart," or something. And I'm like, so we do that whole run. Dana and us, we leave. We have a flight the next morning. We go to San Diego. I think because of all the hustle and bustle, Sunday night, once we got settled, I ended up getting like kind of like fevers and like chills, and I was sick for 2 days. And then we had a blast. San Diego is one of the best spots. If it wasn't for the taxes, I'd live there tomorrow.
100%.
We had a good car, so we were just driving up and down the
Beamer.
coastline. Yeah, BMW 450i.
Matt sent me the photo. He was like, "Bro, I'm so salty that I'm not in the whip right now."
Dude.
I was like, "Dude, chill. Stop pocket watching."
What, in the back seat?
I didn't send you that at all, bro. That was never a thing. thing.
I will say this was my
He
first
said,
time.
"Damn, look at my guy."
That was my first time ever using the app Turo. And dude, Turo's great. If you need to rent a car,
It is so goated, dude.
I literally rented the car as we were taking off from Vegas, and it was ready for us to pick up outside the airport within an hour. So it was an awesome time. We had a fun car, driving around San Diego with nice weather and a convertible with your girlfriend. Can't beat that. Awesome food. Continued the Mexican food streak. Went to this place called the Taco Stand that if you're ever in San Diego, definitely try it out. It's unbelievable. Mexican food's gonna be good when you walk in and they speak zero English. And you just start pointing to stuff. You're like, you start having an accent out of nowhere. And but we had a good time. She has some friends that live there. Really just enjoyed the scenery. We had an unreal Airbnb that slept 12 people, but it was just us
We have
two.
to save that.
What?
We have to save that
on
place.
Garrett's birthday, I was FaceTiming him and I walked him through the whole place, but it could
Unreal,
sleep 12
bro.
people. It had a private drive all the way. You're so secluded. Pool, hot tub, grills.
It could sleep 12, but didn't look like it.
No.
But it also looked like it'd be comfortable for
you could sleep
8 people.
16 if you wanted to uncomfortably, but it was
the
just me and
Beamer, the
Shannon.
B&B.
Dude, driving into this
it looked
private
fire.
drive.
That's vacation.
Does it deserve a...
Is one of
Yes,
those.
sir, Matt.
But yeah, San Diego has my full stamp of approval. I've only been there once when I was a kid, and JP was like, "You're the only thing you're gonna be upset about is leaving."
Yep.
And he couldn't be more spot on. We had such a good time. I wish I could spend more time there, and then I wasn't sick, and then I came back and then got sick again. So I think just all the traveling knocked me down a peg. But yeah, like G's saying, it's about to be lock-in central once Billy Strings is over, and I'm sick one more time.
What was the how was that taco spot? Because we didn't talk about it when we were in San Fran, but La Taqueria was.
I'd say I'd put La Taqueria above the taco stand, but there was something about I'd really never dove into California burritos, like the French fries. I think I've had one maybe, but it's never been top of my list. Shannon and me split one. I got some tacos, and it's just I think it all boils down to the
fresh.
protein. It's how well prepared the protein is, and it's the steak was just felt so fresh. And
Felt like steak
it
and
felt
cooked.
like steak.
That's how it was at the La Taqueria place.
Yeah.
You could taste almost the grill,
Seriously.
from it being cooked. That place was so good, by the way.
But-
Also, I think the taco was better.
Yeah, San Diego is littered with good food. I mean, you just throw a rock and you're gonna hit a good food spot.
And the
good
seals
views.
are so epic.
Yeah,
That
we
sandwich looked banging,
stayed
too.
really. We were 5 minutes away from where those lion seals.
Yeah, sea lions.
Sea lions. And they just hang out there.
They're so funny to me, bro. When
just
they start moving
napping.
around.
They started yapping at each other. It's cool. So definitely need to revisit San Diego at some point. But
Yeah, I gotta
we had a
get
good
there.
time.
Yeah, I'm trying to go back, especially with Brooke.
You're about to
living
move to
there.
Charleston, bro.
Yeah, you just went on a beach run.
Yeah, Brooke and I went to Charleston. My aunt, shout out Beth. Aunt
Shout out Beth.
Shout out Beth.
She's got a place on Daniels Island out there.
She the one who's a professor?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Y'all met her.
Yeah,
at
that we
some
met
bar.
at Carolina.
She's got a place on Daniels Island out there, just a little townhome, but it is the most perfect spot. The vibe out there. I texted Brooke and I went to a sushi spot that I think Sit may have recommended.
Maybe, yeah. I had never been there, but sitting, she probably did.
Texted JP it's out here expanding my palate, and literally this is the one. This is the place that I could live. It is the vibe out there. Everything was so clean, and Beth was saying they're doing a bunch of construction and stuff, but the way they do it is kind of discreet enough that it's not like downtown Nashville where you just see a fucking crane and it's this place. It's dirty, just construction.
Yeah.
The vibes out there were each day. Brooke and I just went to a different neighborhood and of just big houses and just drove around. That is a shout out. No free shout out for me. It's just driving and looking at big houses. It's
There's something about that.
it's
Window shopping.
If you
Sure,
go
I
down
did
to
a lot
Brentwood
in
and
San
drive through
Diego.
some of those neighborhoods, there's some freaking
What's
sick
the
houses in
what's the
Brentwood.
street kind of by Harpeth
Chickering?
yes.
Yeah.
I need to check that out.
Dude,
But
there's some nice houses in
Chickering.
Nashville.
By the steps and the park that you can run at.
No, the with the golf course, Harpeth Hills. Yeah. So by
Yeah. If you take a right before Harpeth Hills that goes down the side of it.
yes, it would lead you to there.
And there's some crazy
Yes.
ones.
But yeah, I mean, like we went to like this one neighborhood. It looked like Venice, Italy, because there were like just like little, not like river streams kind of thing going through.
Yeah.
But it was awesome, and just being able to like go out there and relax for a couple days. Like the weather was good enough to where it would be cold in the sun or in the shade, but like you could take like it in the
Charleston's awesome. I love Charleston. I haven't been there in a while, but it's a vibe.
We weren't able to hit up any beaches or anything because it's like too cold too. But we were able to meet up with one of my buddies from college who lives out there and saw him, and like he was saying like the history of Charleston is insane. Like it is.
Yeah, who landed there?
I know Blackbeard. He said there's a liquor store there that like the lore around behind it is that Blackbeard used to go there and like hang out around there. But he was saying
At the liquor store?
Yes. Like it's like the oldest standing liquor store.
That's fake as hell.
What are you laughing about over there before?
But like the way
Yeah, what were you laughing about?
Hold on.
Sorry, Mitch.
I'm trying to talk, and I'm like, I guess.
Well,
my
I was just saying,
story's not interesting.
I drive by big houses too. Like I do that for fun, but then I pull in my driveway. So
Okay.
Wait, your parents' driveway?
Mitch, go ahead and continue.
That's insane.
continue your story, man. Sorry.
But
Work.
what was I saying? Oh, Charleston's like the second most historically preserved city in the world behind the Vatican, which is like insane
Yeah, I
to
didn't
think
know
about.
that.
That's a country.
And can you shut the fuck up?
Is the Vatican a country?
Yeah, it's its own country. Smallest
The Vatican?
Oh no, I'm talking about the Vatican. That whole area is like its own, the smallest country in the world.
Do you want to just take over the pod, man?
No, man, my dog died during break. We don't have to talk about it. So
Damn, bro.
Don't flip it on us trying to feel bad for you now.
That's like the 5th time he said that this week, guys. So if we have a cold reaction, that's why. He's been using it.
Damn, I don't feel bad anymore now.
But yeah, Charleston was sick.
Mitch, keep going.
I do want to.
No,
I want to
you
go
can
to
fuck
Charleston
around.
like when it's warm and do all this stuff. Because when I was down there, it was before COVID, so it has been a long time. But they do I think it's on Wednesday nights. Like there's on one of the beaches, there's like a live music
At the Windjammer.
Maybe.
I
don't know.
Creek?
What's that?
Shims Creek? Is that what it's
Yeah,
called?
Yeah.
Shem
So
Creek.
that's actually where we met my buddy, and
That place is cool.
they were saying like Outer Banks and stuff was shot right there. So like we tried to go see some of the Outer Banks like shooting places. But they were I think it was Aunt Beth. She was saying like I think it's once a month they'll have what's called a golden hour at the beach. Just all golden retrievers. Everybody
that's
just goes there and just take their golden retrievers and just hang out for an evening.
That'd be cool.
One of the neighborhoods were walking through, there was like a dog happy hour happening there too, and everybody down there was so nice. Like we walked to the happy hour the first night we were there, and people that we were just walking by were like, "Hey, how's it going?" Like,
That's cool.
how are you? It's like, oh shit, like this is a lot different.
Hey,
than
how are you?
Nashville. But
That's the
yeah, I just
city.
remember I texted JP. I'm like, this place is sick.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. Summer in Charleston, growing up when you're in college and going visiting, 4th of July was so epic. There's this place called Morris Island that basically everybody around our age in college, maybe just out of college, will go to. And one of these times, it's hard to get out there because you obviously got to take a boat when you're in college. Not a bunch of your friends have boats, so you got to fight for your spot. But we were out there one time, and it was our first time. So excited, already having the best day. And Gamecock legend Devin Taylor, he used to play D-line for us. Played on the opposite side of Clowney, but played for the Lions for a little bit. He comes rolling up. He's from the Low Country in this massive boat. And I'm like tapping on my friends like, yo, Devin Taylor and Demir Bird are pulling up. He's like, I don't know how to park this shit. We're like, what? And, some people are like waving him down, like, take off the gas, whatever. He basically just like rolls right on up to the island. And one of my friends that was friends with Demir Bird, they're like, JP, come up here. I'm like, oh, snap. I'm up there on Devin Taylor's boat, like dapping him up, fanboying heavy. They probably couldn't stand me. But it was so fun.
The way like they call it like the Low Country.
Yeah.
And also I was listening to like the radio and they call it Chucktown too.
Chucktown,
I think
baby.
that's just
What's
Kinda cool.
Is Low Country pretty self-explanatory?
Yeah.
Okay.
and then like another name for Charles is Chuck. So I'm like that's kind of dope.
Chucktown.
Chucktown bound. That's
Yeah.
what everybody put on their Snapchat stories back in 2013.
Damn.
How was that? You were in 2 spots.
You were in a lot of spots.
Yeah.
I was in Dallas, then to Nashville, then to Naples. But Dallas was awesome. Got to meet up with my boy Dennis Shapovalov.
Shout out
So
Dennis.
sick.
Shout out Dennis. He had a nice little run, made it to the semifinals. But it's always cool because he was the first pro athlete that I ever got to work with when I was at IMG. And that was in 2019. I believe he was probably 19 at the time. And so I just have like a special place in my heart for my friendship with Dennis and the fact that it's lasted from 2019 to now, to see him go on in his career and do well, to have my stuff grow, and then for us to still be able to work together is always like a really cool moment, because that's a pre-Bussin friendship and relationship that has helped me out so much. So to go to a tournament, be a part of the behind the scenes, especially as a big tennis fan, to be a part of the team for a week was really cool. You see Fritz walking around, Ben Shelton, all the guys that I watch on TV each week, and see how they work, how they train, what the schedule's like. That was awesome. It was a kind of like a work week, but it's fun to get back out there and like make creative edits, take
Different
some
kind of
photos.
work.
Yeah, get the creative juices back flowing in the brain. And then I went to, my brother had his bachelor party in Naples, but it was just me, him, and my dad. And we went to the beach one day, went on his, I guess my future sister-in-law's dad's boat for a
Nice.
little bit. Weather was perfect in Naples. Food was awesome, and got a little bit of a sunburn. So that was. We'll be back in
First one of the
2
year?
weeks. First one of the year, and we'll be back in 2 to 3 weeks for the wedding.
That was sick.
It's gonna be fun. They're throwing the Forum Square ball up.
Is that our
Should we-
cue?
Yeah, should we get into the B team?
How long have we been going?
Probably a while. Solid. Yeah, we can bring
Do
them
we just
up.
roast them behind their backs?
We could. I mean, yeah. I guess we could ask them, and then if nobody
Should we
wants
get
to
Coop
face
up
the
here?
music, yeah, we definitely need Coop.
Coop will definitely come up.
Yeah.
Hey, Coop. Do you have a minute? All right. Hey, Jared. You have a minute?
No, he said no 1 sec.
2 of the guys should come up here, chat about what happened. All right, we'll come up here with them.
He said no
Yeah,
1
so
sec.
I don't know if y'all remember the episode before we went to the
Elite
Super Bowl.
reply.
The episode before we went to the Super Bowl, we said that we were going to record one while we were out there, and then the guys that stayed back and didn't go to the Super Bowl, we said that they were going to record. Obviously, you guys saw ours.
No 1 sec is also hilarious. I want to steal.
Are you
that.
back? Oh, wait, hold on. Close the door.
Clumpy.
Let's go. We
Go
were just
ski.
talking about you 50 minutes ago.
Clumpinator.
You go to that.
Yeah. Usually, if you close one with the.
What's up, G?
Now this
What's up?
this is a squad right here.
I feel like
Back-to-back
there's
episodes?
something up because Jared's
Do we need
saying,
to
hold
take
on,
Mac-
wait, he's not
Matt's mic?
speaking until
Take that
Clump is
mic
here.
from Matt.
No, you don't need to. You can keep Matt's mic.
Nope.
I don't.
No, you don't get to come in here and just say nothing.
I don't want to perjure myself. I have met with legal guidance. Clump will be representing me in this case. Clump, take it away. So, what questions do you have, boys?
Damn, you just leaving?
I can answer why.
Damn, that's so sad.
That's
record.
soft.
How much do you know?
That was
Jared.
lame as hell.
That's soft.
My client has told me
Don't do this shit.
Dude, yeah, don't
Hey,
do this shit
don't
because
do this shit.
don't
he was
do this
unable
shit
to
because
record.
you
It's like
literally
a-
said it in our group chat.
Turn his
there
mic
needs
down.
to be an episode of Inside the Bus every
I did
week.
find out a wrinkle of why they didn't record
They did record though.
on Zoom.
Okay.
Say some bullshit that we took their equipment.
I was told there was no equipment to record when they came up here.
I think
That the
Jared.
studio was not set up.
I
for
think
them.
Jared has a podcast of his own.
Does Jared do a
that has a
podcast?
couple
Is he not a
microphones.
producer for our gambling show? Does that mean so if the equipment's not here for us, we just don't have to work? That's what I'm hearing.
I think
If we don't have equipment
In
here,
my client's
therefore we don't
defense-
need to work.
in my client's defense, I think it should have been set up for him.
That's
be
How much
recorded.
is your client paying you?
that is
Just
the biggest
I'm on
sack of
retainer.
bullshit I have ever heard.
So
Mind
the
you, hold
guys
on, hold on,
the
hold
guys
on.
who are producing shows here for us should have the guys who are working for a whole week in San Francisco make sure that they're spoon fed and can do their work. So we unless
I'm confused on where this is going.
Hold on. So
Yeah, you
When
got
I was-
yourself in a situation.
No,
you
I
don't
feel
wanna,
good. I feel confident because in
By the way,
Jared's
Clump
defense,
is our head of house.
Jared,
so, and he's
Jared
defending-
worked
We're
very,
taking
very
that
hard
title
during Super
away.
Bowl week. Jared worked very, very hard during Super Bowl week and the off week as well. Shout out to Jared.
We're not saying he didn't work hard.
So did a
Holy
couple of us.
glaze.
What I'm
Claude.
saying is,
But I will
my
say,
client did
I
not
will-
have a capable recording studio to walk into, and he had other work to do, so he didn't have the time. He was on the clock for Bussin to.
Was Jared
cut
the only
clips.
one that worked last week?
Well, I'm saying I'm
he
representing
was-
my client.
he was
right now.
grinding.
He was grinding.
I'm
We're not
representing my
discrediting
client,
that.
Jared. My
But
client
how
is
many
Jared.
people did you hire recently?
Hey, again, my client is Jared.
We have a new sign.
What's it say?
Your family stick to the plan. Hey, Jared.
As I said, I'm on retainer.
I'm so mad I laughed.
Pull
I'm
it back up.
so mad I laughed at that.
My client is. If there's one person who deserves no blame, it's my client Jared Beeman. So I want that to be known.
Okay,
If there's
so-
other people you want to bring up in question, that's on you guys.
Who do you think we should bring up to question based off what your client has told you?
Have you brought up Chef yet?
We have not.
I think Chef should be the next one to be brought up. He is not my client.
I
He has
also
not
just-
paid the retainer.
I also just want to where I'm confused is the frustration that you showed that there was no episode put out last week.
I,
we have it in writing.
I did not get perfect information on that nothing was set up. That's why I was confused on why they didn't record.
if we're being honest and candid, that is bullshit. Because the tripods that these cameras were on were downstairs. Some people,
the information I was given by my
client.
client, it was not set up and suitable to record in, and that's why they did Zoom. I still think they should have released the Zoom. If I'm being
I'm
completely
just
honest.
we're gonna
The Zoom
move
should go
on
out.
because I'm gonna say things that
The
Yeah,
Zoom,
that
the
we
Zoom
can't- that we
should
can't take
have
that.
went out. Were my words. We should have released an episode.
Coop,
Yeah.
welcome back, dude.
Coop,
All right, you're
luck.
good.
Yeah, Clump,
You're
you're
good
good.
because the more you're here, the more we're going to say stuff that we don't want to say.
Oh, don't
I
leave me-
stand
don't
by
leave
my
me,
client.
Clown.
No, you're good, Coop.
I stand by my client, Jared Beeman. I believe it should have been
Is
set
that
up
what
for him.
is that what y'all were
This is-
glazing
this
each
is a
other
set-
all day yesterday about?
This is a setup against Jared.
No, we're questioning everyone, and
We'll
we're
just cut.
grateful
We'll just
that Jared
cut
was
all of
grinding.
that. We'll just cut all that.
I support Jared Beeman.
All right, and cut.
When are our end of year reviews?
And can they be done on the podcast?
So how was first off?
First off,
How was
Is
the
this
vibe?
is this one on?
Yeah.
first off, dude, it's good to see you.
Good to see you, bro.
We
buttering me
missed
up.
you a lot.
Mr. Versatility right here.
I'm telling you. And
How
you
was-
had
oh.
one job.
I'm kind of nervous right now.
No.
You
I'm more
shouldn't
nervous
be.
than I was to
That-
ask Bryce
hey,
Harper a
shouldn't be.
question.
That diffused everything. You're good.
We're Team Coop also. Like,
Yeah.
All Team Coop.
You
How were
you,
vibes?
you had them boys in orange.
yeah,
Yeah.
we just want to know about the week.
Yeah.
I tried. Mitch asked me this the other day, and it's gonna be so boring because like legit, it was just like really nothing special happened besides
The files.
the unreleased files. Which
Oh, we got another sign.
what does it say?
Venmo Jack Henning $20 for the file.
So now they want to be paid for the work that they get paid to do.
Next
Okay.
next sign that comes up, just ignore it.
Unless it's funny.
True.
Unless they take another person hostage.
But speaking of the orange, I will shout out Derek for that. I wasn't gonna remind everybody Sunday coming in your orange. I want to see who remembered.
Right. Shouldn't have to remind
Love
us.
that.
Wait, did everyone
That's
wear
real
their
power.
individual orange to work, or did y'all go to Walmart and buy orange
That
t-shirts?
came later. So when we recorded the file, that was that was not Monday. That was I think Wednesday or Tuesday. But Monday, I wanted everybody to show up in orange. I
Set
show
the
up,
tone.
I show up in orange, and I think the only other two were, I think Ryan showed up in orange, and then Sherm kind of cobbled together some orange from the shop.
Found some orange around.
Yeah, but that's more than just being like,
Yeah.
Matt.
Oh, damn.
I wore my Tennessee jacket into the shop.
Nah. Damn. But anyway, the orange shirt thing, I'll shout out there because, hey, man.
Damn, this is time.
Who carries the office like in these weeks? Or is it just pretty quiet?
It was pretty quiet. I mean, I don't know what Matt said already. Like,
He hasn't said much.
Yeah, he really hasn't said much.
good.
Actually, yeah, anything.
Coop said good.
But Derek went to Walmart and bought like a little
I think Derek carried a little.
tiny bulk pack of the orange shirts so that we could get dialed for the the Zoom that we thought was gonna be funny.
For the file.
I really want y'all. I don't want y'all to see. I want y'all to see the Zoom file because it is funny. Like,
So it isn't deleted.
Apparently, it's unfindable.
yeah. See, I don't know about that. I don't have my hands in that jar.
You're just talent.
Yeah, I'm just telling. I'll give Matt to Matt's credit on when we all kind of realized this was a train wreck. I think I said it on the episode, like, we're not releasing this, and I kept fucking around with my background. That's why you had the Celtic shack. Remember that? That's how I felt recording the pod. I was like, we're washed. That's why I put that on there.
Oh
Maybe we'll insert the picture.
We
But
actually shouted out Celtic Shack in this
We did.
episode.
Really?
Episode 36.
Matt tried to bring
Save
us
it.
all up. Matt tried to save it.
I try to say
It was
he's been climbing his
unsavable.
way up in the rankings.
Was there someone that was derailing it, or was it just kind of not good chemistry?
It's got to
No
be hard on
chemistry.
Zoom too. We'll give you that credit.
The Zoom idea was funny in theory, and then like we all kind of dispersed and got on Zoom, and it's like should have game planned it better. Like I don't want to like I might be the one to blame because we said on episode, I guess it was 34,
34.
and I like y'all directly told me, hey, y'all should get an episode recorded. Like it
That's
kind
good
of falls on me.
accountability,
So, like, I texted Mitch during the episode. I'm like, hey man, I got bad news.
Yeah.
I was like, we're not getting this episode ain't going out.
Yeah. But then you said we're going to record later, so I'm like, all right.
And then we
figure it
were going to
out.
record later, and that falls on all of us, kind of. And then we were going to record Monday when Bryce was in, and
with Bryce? too?
then we didn't.
I will say
So-
the one video y'all made of the wheel and like who's in charge.
That was funny.
That was funny.
Very
that was actually
funny.
pretty good.
Maybe Sherm's best performance yet.
Yeah.
That was another credit to Derek.
That look away grin is
Yeah.
all time funny. It's his
That-
new contact photo for me.
Do we
Yeah, that was-
do we give them another chance to record an
No.
episode next week?
I think so. We'll have the mics. We'll have them set up.
I
next
think
week.
We'll avoid that.
We
Where y'all
don't,
going
we don't
next-
remind
See,
them.
What's that?
Where y'all
I'm
going this
done
week?
doing
No,
that.
no, just so y'all, there's an episode out.
Fuck, I thought I was
with
hopping
it.
back in the trenches.
Yeah, redemption episode.
If you guys want to set it up and provide the silver spoon, you can. I will not be participating in
Everything's already
that.
set up.
I-
so I, mean,
right.
I know
guess-
it's already probably been talked about, but and I don't know any of this stuff. I do graphics and talent, but
He's
they're like,
not-
yeah,
he's
like-
speaking.
they're like, none of the equipment's here, which is why we did it on Zoom. And then I was like, all right. And then I guess you could still get it done on Zoom, but we just didn't. So I really don't know. No excuses from us there. No chemistry.
No heart.
Would you guys want another opportunity?
Matt showed heart
at it?
though.
Yeah, there you go. I think Matt wants an
Do
opportunity.
you want another
Matt just
shot?
wants any time to be on camera.
There's we're a big group of funny guys. It just wasn't prepared well. So I think if we're
Hey, we're
personable setting, yeah.
we're 37 episodes in. Like we earned. This is chemistry we've earned.
Amen.
We didn't have it.
That's true.
We didn't have it. I bet if we went back and looked at episode 1, it wouldn't be this smooth.
And Coop's a unique piece because
What do you mean?
he's a part
we
of
had
this
George
team and he's a
Kittle.
part of the other team.
Wait, say that again.
You're
Was
a
that good or
part of
bad?
this. No, it's good. It's a great
Oh, yeah.
thing. I say
Yeah.
you're a unique piece because you're a part of this team and you're a part of the other team.
I'm the middle
and
man.
you're the leader of the other
That's
team.
why I
I
didn't
might be the
like.
glue.
That's why I didn't
You're
like you
literally
saying
the glue.
B team. That's why I didn't like you saying B team.
Yeah,
But it's
the
a,
G
it's, a,
team.
it's endearment.
Maybe we should
It's not
leave
bad.
it up to the comments. If they want a B team episode, give them another shot, or
I mean, they were all over that Instagram post.
They were. Drop the files, man.
And then it felt like an even bigger burden for me because I had like 5 different comments tagging me like release it. I was like, fuck. They watched the
Coop
last
was
episode.
stressing that
They
week
knew I
off.
was in charge.
that's funny. Well, it sounds
Damn.
like we have some unfinished business.
We should release
I don't know
the
where I
screenshots
stand.
that Matt took of the
Yeah,
us in orange just to give them a taste of what it looked like.
Yeah.
Honestly, I need that. I think there's a shot for it,
yeah,
I think so too.
and we can make all of this. We can all come together as one, and then
Right.
maybe y'all can interview a couple of us.
Can we do an A team and B team episode where we're all piled in here?
It's loading for sure.
I don't know if we have.
I don't know if we have
the
enough
for
equipment.
that.
Not enough equipment.
Share mics.
Yeah,
Well, we need to see a B team episode first to make sure that chemistry would work on camera.
I hope it's out. Y'all can see it if it's not really gone.
How long is it? Do you know?
I bet it was like 30 minutes.
watch. It's like 3 hours.
I was pulling up ChatGPT like questions, like trying to stir the pot.
But then Matt would cut people off and be like, that's a bad answer. That's a bad answer.
That sounds about right. He was cutting off my story about being in Charleston. So
Are you still heard about
Chucktown.
His dog died, Mitch.
I think one of the questions was like, what would y'all want to be on like for Halloween?
No, I said if you could.
Hey, you're really moving up.
I said if you could wear any.
Like, dude, it's February.
Just like that.
I said if
Slide
you could wear
down.
one Halloween costume every day for the rest of your life, like,
Okay.
what would it be? That's a good question.
What would yours be?
Mine was
Ferda?
Just chill.
Probably
I
some
don't
extremely
remember.
handsome, like rich guy. What were you? You were talking. You were on something this Halloween, like.
He didn't want to wear the
It's like a
disco.
disco
Me and
show.
Jack
He
went
didn't want to
Halloween
wear the
shopping
afro to the for the disco fit.
That's what it was.
Well, no, I always wanted to be John Travolta, which he is a handsome cat, but I really like Saturday Night Fever. And like I wanted to be a disco guy. I wanted to wear bell bottoms.
You're like,
One
no, the
time.
afro is chopped. It's like, this is disco.
I know, my fault.
Now you're just dressed up with a button down with 3 extra buttons under
with
it.
some flares.
I saw him that night too. He was active.
Mm.
Feel good?
Feel great.
Let us know in the comments if you want to see a B team episode.
And if you want to see a B team and A team
A team versus B team
combined after
combo.
the B team solo, check it out.
And we will see y'all
Marcus Smart
possibly
episode.
next week.